Reads. I've always been swinging, swinging, living like a king. I've been swinging, swinging, everyone but me. Swinging, swinging, everybody's me. I'm out here swinging, swinging, living like a G. I've been swinging, swinging, everyone but me. I've been swinging, swinging, living like a G. I've been living like a G. My mom just told me to keep swinging, swinging, living like a king. I just gotta keep swinging, swinging, feeling like a king. Just gotta keep swinging, yeah. Swinging, living like a king. I've just been swinging, swinging, living like the G. Oh my goodness. Let me get my dumb ass off Twitter. All right, let me tweet. Let's see. Got the live stream up. Hey, what's up, Red Dragon? What's up, Francesca? How y'all doing? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, the Insane Gang Rake. We're back out here on the stream, living in these YouTube streets. I'm Gen 8 Anime. A Pokemon is about to end. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, let's go, Revolver. Let's go. It's going to be your birthday. It's going to be your motherfucking birthday tomorrow. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Happy birthday. Pre-happy birthday. But happy birthday. Pre-happy birthday, happy birthday. I'll be streaming tomorrow anyway, so I'll be able to wish you happy birthday on your birthday if you make my stream. But I'm going to let you know now, just in case. Happy birthday, buddy. We're not going to just talk about the Gen 9 games. Not Gen 9 games, what the fuck I was going to say. We're not going to just talk about Scarlet and Violet. No, actually, that was the right thing to say. Fuck me. We're not going to just talk about that, but I just use that as the basis of the topic. We're going to kind of just hit a bunch of stuff. We're just going to talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to have conversations. Just to let everyone know, as you guys pile in here, we got merch is still on sale. We already have some happy customers. And if you're in the Discord, you know, people have already shared post pictures of them getting the merch. So I appreciate that very much. And the shirts are still available for the foreseeable future. So if you want to grab one, get one. Please and thank you. If not, it's all right. I appreciate your support regardless. We got a couple things we can kind of talk about. So I forgot about the Game Awards almost completely because of when it was fucking brought up. So the Game Awards also comes out, I think, next Thursday. And I didn't really look at the nominees at all. And I know this is a little dated, but I haven't really talked about it. And I think Juices Loose, they already talked about it a little bit. So I figured I'd go ahead and talk about it to some degree. And go ahead and do that, because we got that going on Thursday. I got the poll, for those who also don't notice, I got the polls up. The poll is up currently of whether or not you think the latest patch actually, well, we're not just only doing that, but still, Yo, the random stream on YouTube. Donnie, it's not gonna be random. Like I've been relatively consistent about putting out YouTube streams when I'm on. Like when I'm home and whatnot, you mainly gotten a YouTube stream on Fridays. Pretty frequently for me, other than that. I hate you, Terrell. I'm about to supposed to start producing a beat. Instead, I feel entitled to watch this live stream instead. Sandstorm, were you out here making beats, my boy? And you ain't shared none? You better share some of these beats, dog. I might have to go. I'm curious. I'm just saying, because I might ask you, you turned 31? Oh, so you'll be my age. For those who don't know, I'm 31. You might need to share some of these beats online, or I might have to hit you up. Use some background music, some royalty-free background music. Just saying. We're going to check out these Game Award nominees because I literally have not looked. I've looked at some, but not all. So we're just going to have fun with it. And we're going to mainly focus on the genres I give a fuck about. So you're not going to see best mobile game, don't care. Best community support, don't care. What the fuck else is on here? Best performance, I kind of don't care, but we'll go through it. You can actually use good beats for your stream intros. Damn, Orion, what the fuck? I ain't getting no love. I think we agree that Go was the worst companion for Ash. I hope he's not in the next reach. Oh, absolutely. He's fucking dog shit. But I've been saying that that's trash. Anyway, yes, the motor beats are somewhere in the World Wide Web space. Well, damn it. Make them fucking available. Or at least, preview a couple of them. Are you going to do an end of the year ramble on New Year's Eve? Yeah, I always do those. You will definitely get it. Where's the maniacal laugh? One, you're not on Twitch. And two, I am not trying to die with my voice because I still need it for things. And I got like 2 more weeks. I think about 2 to 2.5 more weeks. I want to say it's like 2 weeks of work to do before we hit my Christmas break. So yeah. There's some nonsense. There's a lot of nonsense. Usually with some stuff isn't too out there. Well, I'm going to give my personal opinion, and I'm also going to give like what's immediately going to actually probably happen. So for some reason, let's start. I don't give a fuck about the esports events. I don't give a fuck about. I might do the best esports game. That's it. Let's check. What is the best esports game? Counter-Strike, Dota, League of Legends, Rocket League, Valorant. So the same fucking games that have been on this damn list. Glad we're out here killing it, yo. Let's see. Let's go back. That was painfully apparent. I don't even care about that. Can't wait for God of War to win everything. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look. All right. Oh, hey, Static, how are you? Also, why the fuck am I getting notifications? Oh, it's Robert. What the hell? Robert, what you putting in the chat, bro? Oh, God, hold on. I gotta put my shit on vibrator. My phone's gonna be going off every 5 seconds. The RPG Jackson is the only fun list. Okay. So let's go. Let's see. Let's do best anticipated game, which we can check. Final Fantasy 16, Hogwarts, Resident Evil, Starfield, and Legend of Zelda. It's, to me, the one that comes the quickest, I believe, is Resident Evil. And then I would say it's probably gonna be Resident Evil 4 than Legend of Zelda, realistically. I'm just not excited about Final Fantasy 16. You're not going to get me excited because, unfortunately, you didn't make that game for me. I don't care about the adaptation. Let's just hit Best Family is the best Nintendo game, like it always fucking is. Actually, is there even anything here that's not on a Nintendo system? Let's look. We usually get that one game that isn't. No, they're all on fucking the Switch. It's fucking Kirby, Nintendo, Lego Star Wars, which isn't Nintendo, but is on Nintendo, I'm pretty sure. Mario, Nintendo, Mario & Rabbids, I mean. Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3. Why even put this on here? And more than like, and watch them still give it to Star Wars like dickheads. The game that actually, I don't even know which game really deserves it. If you're going to call it a family game, the family game would probably be Switch Sports. Would be the closest thing to a family game if you're going to give it anything. Is PlayStation 5 your favorite console or Nintendo? Do you still love the Wii? I don't even own a PlayStation 5 because I'm a homeowner and I have no money. That's what debt does. Let's see. And then I like the Wii. I don't love the Wii. I've actually enjoyed the Wii U and the Switch more, but that's me personally because I just don't have the same. I didn't get the same extensive history with the Wii as others. I mean, I still enjoyed a lot of games on it, but I feel like I missed out on a lot of stuff. Let's see. The funny thing is that the PS5 has become easier to buy, although from what I heard, Nintendo won Black Friday, which is funny because Nintendo didn't even put out like a new bundle. They literally put out the same thing. A lot of you guys are talking about RPG, so let's fucking go look. Let's go look. So we got Elden Ring, Live Alive, Legends, Triangle Strategy, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. If we're gonna break this down, is that the only one? Okay, yeah. If we're gonna break this down, what I think is probably gonna win is gonna be Elden Ring. Elden Ring was a whole phenomenon that took over the entire gaming community. As much as I would like to give credit to the other games, Elden Ring is the one that's probably gonna win. Live Alive is unfortunately is a game that I think I'm surprised is on here, but I think it's only on here because Square. By the way, just put it out here. Two of the five nominees are Square games because Square won't chill the fuck out. Legends Arceus is a good game, and I think people fuck with it. I don't know if people fuck with it enough to. I think Elden Ring will be winning, but if I had to pick the game that probably deserves it, it's probably Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade 3 probably deserves the win, but I think Elden Ring is what will win. Not to really talk shit about Elden Ring, because most people fuck with Elden Ring. Why is Elden Ring on this list? Elden Ring is actually, well, it technically is role playing. It's just it's kind of like, do you view Bloodborne and Dark Souls or role playing games? Technically, yes, they are. They're not traditional role playing games, but they are role playing games. So I'm not mad about Elden Ring being on the list. But Elden Ring is probably gonna fucking win. As much as to my dismay, only because I didn't play Elden Ring, I wasn't interested in Elden Ring. But from what I heard, Elden Ring was a good game, so I'm not gonna be like furious if it does win. Let's see. What the hell is that? Let's see. But the Switch is the better console in my opinion, at least next to the PS5 and the Series X. Well, yeah, because the Series 5 and the Series X and the PS5 don't have a lot of shit going for them in terms of like unique content. Now, I would say the PS5 is leagues better than the Series X, but that doesn't really say a lot because the PS5 is just now, it's still releasing everything between like cross generation, so you don't even have to own a PS5 to play the majority of the games on PlayStation 5. So it's like, okay. Let's see. I haven't gotten the 5-1 yet, but I've been busy, man. Then student loans. Hey, man, listen, life. That's what life does to you. Everyone got their responsibilities as adults. The time for childish games is over. Let's see. Okay, so that's RPG. There's not much else to say. I would like Xenoblade 3 to win, but more likely it'll be Elden Ring, which I'm not like angry about. All right, let's check fighting games. I never looked down here. What the fuck is what? Okay, so DNF Duel, which I'm not familiar with, but Arc System Works usually is a good sign. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All Star Battle R. That is literally there because to fill a spot, because that game is technically old. This is obviously like a fucking like. From what I remember, the original game came out like on PS3, and then this is essentially just like a port with like extra shit in it. King of Fighters 15, which was really well received, but just like every other King of Fighters game, it kind of just shows up for a second and goes, "Hey guys, bye guys." Like unfortunately that's how it goes. Multiverses, fuck no. That game, if I remember right, isn't even officially out. And then Sifu, which really isn't a fighting game in the sense of what you describe. It's a game that has fighting in it, but it's not a fighting game. But we're playing minutia here. So Sifu definitely shouldn't be on this list. The one that'll probably win it, if we're talking about just straight popularity, technically Multiverses has the biggest popularity, but it's also like the game that isn't technically out or good. So if I had to really pick one, I would probably say King of Fighters 15 or DNF Duel. Those are like the two I'm perfectly fine with. No, no, Multiverses is like in beta. It's not technically. It's not like out. When I say when it's like it's not out. Hold on, let me. If you're paying money for it, no, it's not actually. Oh, if you're paying money, well, because I think the game technically is like in some weird ass stupid fucking beta. Like they're still adding shit to the game. I don't fucking know, but it could actually be out. But yeah, if we're talking about between that, it's probably gonna be either King of Fighters. It should either be King of Fighters 15 or DNF Duel. JoJo's is a port. It's a glorified port. Multiverses is a fucking mess, and Sifu isn't really a fighting game. So yeah. You still care for Naruto One Piece? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Let's see. Let's go back to the categories. What else can we pick? What? Oh, yeah. Let's go sim and strategy because they tend to like mix games that shouldn't be here but are here because of the minutia of it all. So what's in sim and strategy? Yeah, okay. So Dune, Mario Rabbids, Warhammer, Two Point Campus, and Victoria 3. I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't heard of any of these things, so I'm gonna just say Mario Rabbids realistically because I've heard of Two Point Campus. That's not true. I've heard of Two Point Campus and Warhammer 3. I've never heard of Victoria 3, and I didn't know Dune was a fucking sim/strategy game. I'm gonna just go with Mario Rabbids because that just seems like the safe bet. And I don't have a lot of stake in the other games. I haven't even played the other. I haven't played past the first Crash game. Why would I want the other? Why would I want another Crash game announced? Also, they're also in the middle of a deal with the company that currently owns Crash. So yeah, I don't. That's very much in limbo right now. All right, now we're gonna start getting into the more interesting ones. Let's go for best action adventures. What's in best action adventure? Plague Tale, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic. I feel like you've hoed Stray and Tunic here. Because if you ask me what's probably gonna get especially knowing that fucking God of War got like 10s across the board, it's gonna be either God of War and Horizon, and I'm gonna be real with you, it's probably gonna be God of War. Especially because God of War is still new and the hype is still there. They're more like it's gonna be God of War. God of War will be the Red Dead Redemption 2 of this year. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that it's fucking this version of God of War. This version of God of War has already been propped up by the gaming community that has no interest in the original God of War. And I get it. The original God of War had its problems, but this is where we're at. This is where we're fucking at. So more likely it'll be God of War. Horizon will probably get something. Probably like best performance of like the voice actor and shit. But I don't imagine it beating God of War and like when it comes to the game to game comparison. Now we have best action adventure game. Now we also have best action game. Also, I don't even know if I would call. Well, I won't say that. Let's just go best action game. Oh, you fuck. All right, here we go. Best action game. What is this? What is this shit? What is this? What? What's up, Juice? We're going through the Game Award list because I didn't get a chance to look or talk about it. So if we're talking about best action game, you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, Sifu, Neon White, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and Bayonetta 3. Oh no. I feel like Call of Duty would get it just because it's Call of Duty. And I think that's the problem. Objectively, I don't know. Even people, I've seen people talk about Bayo 3. I haven't finished Bayo 3 yet. But the way I've heard people talk about Bayo 3 is that people like Bayo 3 more than Bayo 1, but don't like it as much as 2. Or the other way around. You don't like it as much as 1, but you like it more than 2. Like, it's a very interesting position. Bayo 3 is a bias thing, which is why I would like to say it. But realistically, I don't think it'll be Neon White is just too left field. Sifu is in here way too much considering the kind of game it is. I feel like they didn't know what game genre to put this bitch in. If you're gonna put in anything, I guess action game works because you can't really put in action adventure. Bayonetta, you could have put in action adventure, but Bayonetta would have had no chance if you put in action adventure next to God of War because it's fucking going to lose. So if I had to say which is what I ooh, did people like the new Modern Warfare game? Did people like Call of Duty? The Call of Duty is such a weird game to see on these lists because it's a game that literally is like NBA 2K. Like you just keep seeing it. Two is a better overall better game, but Bayonetta 3 has better combat when playing as Bayonetta. Gotcha. Uh, a lot of you guys are saying Bayonetta 3, but I know we're biased as fucking here. I think if I'm gonna be objective, what's probably gonna win, and knowing them, they'll pick Sifu just for the fuck of it. Sifu's in too many categories for me to believe it's not gonna win anything. If you're gonna make it win anything, it'll probably be this. So I'm gonna say the winner will more than likely be either Sifu or Call of Duty. The personal pick obviously is Bayonetta. I would personally even I give them credit they were willing to give it to TMNT. They're not going to, but I would be perfectly down for them to do that. I think Bayo should win something. Jennifer Hale needs to walk up once and accept the award. Y'all is some shit. Oh Jesus Christ, you savage! They wouldn't do it anyway. They're not gonna invite controversy. So, okay, action, adventure, action. I don't care about mobile games. I guess we'll humor indie. I haven't really played indie this year, but we'll humor it. Cult of the Lamb, Neon White, Sifu, Stray, Tunic. Oh, that one's kind of hard because, like I said, I think Sifu's gonna win something, but I know Stray and Tunic have had really good reputations. Oh, I'm gonna bet it's either gonna be Sifu or Stray. I think Tunic is not that Tunic is a bad game. When are you gonna talk about the Amazing Mario movie trailer? I'm gonna talk about it after we go through this. I'll talk about it after we go through this. Meanwhile, Helena is drinking all night since 3 is going to win the award. If Bayonetta 3 wins the award, I'll be very happy about it, but still. But if I had to guess, it's either gonna be Stray or Sifu. That would be my guess. If they give Sifu best action game, then Stray will probably win best indie. That's my guess. All right, let's go to sure best ongoing game. What the fuck is even in here? Fortnite, Genshin, Final Fantasy 14, Destiny 2, Apex Legends. Ooh, I would probably, if I had to bet on this one, it'd probably be Genshin. Final Fantasy 14 has had high support, but I think Genshin's the most I've seen. I've seen a lot of Genshin this year. Uh, I'm not overly engaged in this category personally, but if I had to take a shot in the dark, I'm gonna say Genshin. I think Genshin is really re-blown back up, so I'm gonna go with Genshin. Okay, let's skip that. What's the next one? Oh God, I don't even. What the fuck is in games for Impact? At the very least, I gotta look what's in here. Yeah, I don't recognize any of these games. We're not even. No, fuck all this. I always hate games for Impact. Best performance. Who's even on this bitch? Ashley Burch for Horizon, obviously. Christopher Judge for God of War, so not surprising. Plague of Tale, Requiem, Charlotte McBurney. Okay. Immortality, Manning Gage. Okay. And then, oh, look, it's another God of War. Sonny Soljic, I think is how you pronounce that name. So we got 2 God of War reps, 1 Horizon rep, and then like 2 other games. So, ooh, if like I said, if they're probably gonna give God of War all the gaming related categories. So more than likely, Ashley Burch will probably win Horizon. That would be my guess. You're gonna give either that, but the problem is you got 2 God of War reps in here. To have 2 God of War reps in here makes me think it's almost a shoo-in. The God of War will probably win that category, which is a shame in some aspects. But hey, that's what they fucking do. That's what they fucking do. So let's go to the next category. To me, it was never fair to have. Oh, here we go. Best audio design. Okay. Best audio design. Call of Duty, Elden Ring, God of War, Gran Turismo 7, which is the only time I've seen this game in the category, and Horizon. This is hard for me because I haven't played any of these games. Um, Best audio design. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say they're gonna do something stupid. This might be what they give Call of Duty, which would be really fucking dumb. But the problem is you got Elden Ring, God of War, and Horizon in here. I would be fucking surprised if they gave. Ooh, if they gave it's they've gone left field before, but I was if this is if they're gonna go left field with anything, it probably would be this one. But if I had, I'm gonna take my guess. What I think is more likely gonna happen, it's probably gonna be either between. Ooh, I'm gonna say Elden Ring. I'm gonna say Elden Ring's gonna take that. It's either gonna be left field with Call of Duty or Elden Ring. That's my guess as far as the audio design. You know, a category I don't give a fuck about. And then we got best score of music. Oh shit! Okay. So Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Metal Hellslinger, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. My bias is saying Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm gonna say Xenoblade 3 is my bias speaking 110%. It's either gonna be Xenoblade 3 or Elden Ring. I can't imagine them giving it to God of War. Not that. Especially because Xenoblade 3 is gonna get hoed in other categories. So I'm gonna say fucking Xenoblade 3 is the personal pick, but it's probably gonna go to Elden Ring. That's where I'm at with that one. Um Best art direction. Elden Ring, Stray, God of War, Horizon, Scorn. Fuck. It's See, I see Elden Ring taking this too. Either I'm gonna say it's gonna be either. No, I think the objective fact is a Xenoblade. Oh no, you're probably right, but that doesn't mean they're gonna fucking give it to you. I'm gonna say if we're talking about best art direction, I can see them going left field with Stray on this one too. But if I'm gonna be fair about it, it probably will be Horizon. To me, you gotta give Horizon something, and it's either gonna be like voice actress or you're gonna give it to like this is like the one of the more inoffensive categories to give her. You probably give her art direction. So we'll say Horizon. Best narrative. Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon, Immortality. It's probably going to go to God of War. Narrative is probably going to go to God of War. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go to God of War. I'll say that. If I had to do a backup, it'll be Plague Tale because why the fuck not? But they're probably going to give it to God of War. Then we got best game direction. Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon, Immortality, Stray. It's going to Elden Ring. I would bet money is going to Elden Ring. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go to Elden Ring. Elden Ring is also going to be out here winning. I think Elden Ring is a shoo-in for like a lot of its major things for the most part. Yeah, Elden Ring's going to win a couple. There ain't no way. Game of the year. This is a weird position. So, because I already heard about this. So, game of the year. Wait, was there one more? No, that was the last one. Okay, so game of the year is Plague Tale. No. Elden Ring, there's a high possibility. God of War, Horizon, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. If I had to be realistic, they would not. They're not giving it to Xenoblade. I would be fucking blown away if they gave it to Xenoblade. I don't believe they're willing to give it to Xenoblade. I'm glad it's included, but realistically, you're not giving it to Xenoblade. Stray, hell no. Stray and Plague Tale are only here to fit like the lesser game quota, which I think is really what Xenoblade's also here for. So game of the year is gonna boil down between God of War, Horizon, and Elden Ring. And if you really want to be real about it, it really boils down to Elden Ring and God of War. Horizon lost a lot of its awards purely on the fact that God of War came out in the same year as it. Too bad for Horizon, because let's be real here. When you talk about the Sony game of this year, they're talking about God of War. Horizon just doesn't have that kind of play. Not that it's a bad game, just it's God of War's out. So it's going to be between Elden Ring and God of War. The expected answer would be God of War. The somewhat upset would be Elden Ring. I say somewhat because usually Sony games don't lose to a lot of shit unless it's like something major. Like it has to be something crazy for them to lose against. Yeah. So if we're gonna be real about it, more than likely, mm, more than likely, it's probably gonna be Elden Ring. I'm gonna say Elden Ring, and I'm gonna say Elden Ring with at least a 60% chance. I think the tables is a 60-40 situation, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Horizon seems to get hoed no matter what when it comes out. It always gets hoed. It's not even that it's a bad game or it doesn't do well. It just always gets hoed by like another game either from the same company or a rival company. So yeah, Horizon, both games have gotten hoed. One got hoed by Zelda, and the second one got hoed by its fellow brother in arms, God of War. Because people just like fucking with Horizon a lot. It's not necessarily the right thing to do. It's just something that happens. So yeah, game of the year I'm gonna say is Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring will be the upset, even though it's not gonna be that crazy of an upset. Because let's be real here. If you go into this Game Awards show, the two games you're expecting to win a fuck ton of awards is either gonna be God of War and Elden Ring. I mean, for God's sakes, they were giving God of War like perfect tens. So yeah, it's Elden Ring or God of War. And I'm gonna say Elden Ring is gonna be considered the upset game. God of War is the game you expect to win, even though, like I said, it's not that of much of an upset because even if God of War wasn't there, I would have expected Elden Ring to win everything. The only reason why Elden Ring won't win everything is purely because God of War is here. No, yeah, that's right. It also actually you're right. Horizon got hoed twice. Elden Ring came out and absolutely took the gaming community away from Horizon completely, and then God of War made sure no one remembered what the fuck this game was. This is probably the first time people were seeing images of Horizon 2 in like the last 6 months, if that. It's probably been like 7 or 8 months realistically, because fucking Elden Ring came out like a month later and absolutely destroyed any interest in Horizon. Once again, not even saying the game's bad. It just never seems to come out in a year where it can have the year to itself because it always gets hoed by another game. Whether it's a game from the same fucking company or it's a fucking game that hits them from left field. That's just how their luck is. So that is the Game Award nominees. I'm curious if we're gonna get any interesting trailers. Does anyone want to make guesses of what interesting things we might get trailer wise? Because almost everything that we've been there's only a couple titles I think that will really blow people away. We've seen a lot of Resident Evil 4 recently, so I can't. There's nothing else you can really show Resident Evil 4 that will really fuck anybody else up. Metroid would be the only Nintendo title that would get a crazy reaction from the crowd because Pikmin's not gonna do it. No offense to Pikmin 4, I'm just saying people aren't here like, oh shit, it's Pikmin 4. Like that's not gonna be the game where everyone's like, God damn, Pikmin 4, let's go, woo! Like it's not like. And Bayo 3 would have been the only other game which is out already. The only two games. No, that's not true. There's one other game. It would be Zelda. It'd either be Zelda or Zelda or Metroid. Those are the only two titles I can see Nintendo humoring to put trailers out for. And I don't think they would put Zelda would probably be the smartest thing to do, and it'd be a nice undercut. Especially if it doesn't win most anticipated games. I shit. So I would like it's these on from the Nintendo side. That would be the game I would expect. I doubt it. Juice. They just hell the next Splatoon patch just was it. It just came out I believe. And Mario Kart 8 we just got some shit for that recently too. So I'm like I kind of doubt we'll see any of that honestly. I doubt we'll see Mario Kart 8 or Splatoon 3. If it even gets brought up, it's gonna get brought up as a very passerby situation. I think the only two trailers they have that would get a crazy reaction is Zelda or Metroid. And I don't know if either of those things. I doubt we'll see anything. I mean, you could also do Fire Emblem, but I don't think it'd be smart to do Fire Emblem because Fire Emblem has almost gotten to the point now where the fans are just gonna burn out with it. Nintendo will only use the Game Awards for advertising games that are out. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. Remember, that's what that Bayo 3 trailer came from. The first Bayo 3 content we got was from the Game Awards, so we'll see. So I would disagree openly with that, Juice. I think more than likely it's gonna, if we get anything from Nintendo of any note, it'll probably be Zelda or Metroid. And I doubt, and to me, Zelda's more likely than Metroid is. Metroid would get a bigger reaction only because we haven't seen shit from the game, but like, unless, or it's some shadow dropping. Bayo 3 was 2017. Exactly. So why would you think, so why would they push Mario Kart 8 DLC or Splatoon 3 content then? By that logic, why would you expect either of those? Oh, that's right. Bravely Default 2 got shown. That was completely forget about that. That's another bingo list thing. Square pulls out another fucking game. I'm gonna be real with you, and I think I've said this before. Square needs to relax. Square, for some reason, went on this weird trip of just releasing shit. I keep forgetting Harvestella came out like a couple weeks ago. Fucking just throwing out content at the wind, bro. Like, Square needs to relax, and they're not going to, because we might get a Final Fantasy 16 trailer again. I just realized that that's another viable situation. It feels like there's not a lot. It feels there's stuff to look forward to next year, but it also feels like not a lot. I doubt we'll see anything from like Spider-Man or Wolverine or whichever one of those games is. I forget which one is ready, like Insomniac. Nintendo's very left field about shit. So that's true, Juice. But Nintendo's very left field about shit. I'm just saying if we get something from Nintendo, I would probably expect one of those. Nintendo, or they'll do some shadow dropping shit like fucking Advance Wars or something. Because that game is still in like weird hell. Where like it exists and we know it's coming out, but like hasn't really been acknowledged since the delay, I think. I'm expecting a new Zelda trailer or a new Pikmin trailer. No. Pikmin, no. Pikmin is just not that series to put there. F-Zero, that would imply they have any interest in that IP anymore. Spoiler alert, they don't. Let's see. So yeah, I don't know if there's any other trailers or any other games we're looking forward to or want to see more footage of, but like, that's kind of where I'm at. So, Reggie was the reason they show things at the Game Awards. That might probably be true. I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. I keep forgetting. I gotta remind myself, new era of Nintendo, different style of Nintendo. This is the Nintendo that Juice isn't a fan of because they always put out shit that he don't give a fuck about. It's funny. I was getting burnt out on platformers with fucking. I was getting burnt out with platformers on the Wii U. Juice gets burnt out with RPGs because he don't play them like that. We are going to talk about the bugs, but one more thing before we hit the bugs. Let's talk about. Oh, what? No More Heroes is on fucking. Is on sale on Switch. And why does No More Heroes 3 not have a day one edition on Switch? That's hoed. So now we're just out here suffering. I'm sad now. Sorry, I'm fucking distracted. I'm sad. Anywho, we're gonna talk about the Mario movie trailer, which we can't show any footage of, as Juice has showed us. If we show any footage of any of that crap, guess what? Copyright strike. And hell, I got copyright strike last stream because of Robert's music. So, needless to say, I'm trying not to play that copyright game currently. So, let's talk about. Oh, damn! No, that's great. Is it usually for Nintendo to post Twitter about Pokemon updates? Not really. Because Pokemon games don't claims. I'm sorry, claims, Retrojack. You're right, claims. They're claims. Yeah, Nintendo normally doesn't post anything about Pokemon updates in terms of like, but then, like I said, Pokemon games never really have crazy updates anyway. So yeah. Anywho, let's talk about the Mario movie. So the Mario movie trailer came out. I think it was the. Hey, wait a minute, Revolver, what are you doing, bro? What is that for? Also, isn't it supposed to be your fucking birthday tomorrow? Why are you giving me money? What the fuck? Gotta pay the bills. What the fuck? Thank you for the donation, Revolver. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. So let's talk about the Mario thing. The Mario thing shouldn't take an insane amount of time. But the reason why I think Juice is excited to talk about the Mario movie because I had a bit of a disagreement with the boys. I think I'm the only one in that position. Retro, I think, understands my position, even if he doesn't agree with it. So here's the thing. The Mario movie came out, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. There's a bunch of references. The advantage, you can tell the advantage of having Miyamoto on, like, supervising is shown because they very much tried to pay respects to like everything. They even and if you notice, it seems like Bowser and Donkey Kong seem to be rocking more classic designs, which I fuck with. I'm glad they were willing to experiment with the looks a little bit. And for the most part, for me, it was. I mean, I think for everybody, it was a great trailer. But there's one thing that I was concerned with that the boys didn't agree with. I think Robert was probably the biggest disagreeer, which is funny because he's the one that isn't here. Juice, I think, just didn't care. And no, it went with Chris Pratt. It had nothing to do with Chris Pratt. I think he sounds better in this trailer, by the way. I think I get, especially after hearing Peaches in Luigi's voice, I don't want to hear shit about Chris Pratt phoning it in and not trying. Because I very much believe Chris Pratt is doing a more of an effort than fucking Charlie Day is. That's no disrespect to Charlie Day, but Charlie Day I think is very much just banging off his voice, his normal voice. Like Charlie Day just sounds like enough like a Luigi to where he's just doing what he is. Yeah, Ryan. So I know fucking everyone in the Poke Chat was bringing it up. Everyone in the Poke Chat were bringing it up. But Chris Pratt was doing a better job than people were giving him credit for. So I have no issue with Mario's voice. He even got the woohoo thing at the end. That's nice. I think he Gucci. I think he's good. People are gonna still feel some type of way. And unfortunately, he wasn't even really the focus of the trailer. People were mainly focusing on Peach and the references. Now the references are goated, but my concern and my slight issue, I said it kind of bummed me out, and apparently it turned into like this long-winded conversation while I was at work, which sucked, about Peach. So my issue with Peach is that doesn't feel like Peach. I feel like they very much tried to. I'm gonna use the term, and they're gonna get mad about me using the term. They kind of daisy-fied Peach. Peach was never as aggressive or forthcoming as she comes off in the trailer. Now, granted, it's not a huge fucking deal, but I mentioned that was the one thing I was a little bummed out about because let's be real here. It seemed like ever since we gotten into this whole independent women movement, they feel like it seems like we've gotten to the point where people are afraid to show like women being like feminine women. Like that's just not a thing anymore. And it very much, and Peach is literally the definition of a feminine woman. Like for God's sake, her name is Peach. Actually, I think her Smash Brothers iteration is the best example of what she is. She is woman through and through, stereotypes and all, detrimental or not. And now, and here's my thing. I recognize that Peach, the way she is, unfortunately, does not work in a modern movie setting, right? You can't really have her be. She very much is from the era of like damsels in distress, right? So because of that, she can't really work the way she was. So my thing is, I was just, so I understand that she had to be changed, but it felt like we went from like one extreme to another. Now, granted, it's not as bad as I've seen other characters get affied in that. I don't know what to call it. Not Daisy-ified. Mario being portrayed more as a bumbling dummy is not the movie. Is not the move. Tired of that trope with men. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's a way of keeping her like threatening but dainty, and it kind of goes into the overarching concern with the movie. The movie is very much taking itself seriously, right? And so because it's taking itself seriously, that means you can't play these characters as goofy as some people. The problem with Mario always had the advantage of going either way with it. I think playing them full on goofy would be dangerous because I don't trust Illumination writers to be good enough to write like humor without resulting to like fart jokes. And you really don't want the first Mario film to be in that position when it can easily go down that road. You have fucking toads and shit. You could easily fuck that up. So going to a more not super serious, but a serious route, I think is a good way of starting off. And the movie, very much plot wise, seems to be setting itself up to work for a sequel anyway. But my concern is that Peach comes off way more competent than she should. So instead of like, because like you can tell Luigi's character issue, which has always been a thing since Luigi's Mansion, is how he was the cowardly older brother. That's something you can put in a movie and it would flow perfectly natural. Obviously, Mario's going through the hero's journey, going from a normal life, kind of fish out of water, into the Mushroom Kingdom. That works. Peach is already established as like this ruler, this like benevolent ruler. And to me, what would have worked better as a story premise is having it where obviously Mario is still like the chosen hero, but she always lived a life of luxury, not having to worry about anything because her dad essentially ran the kingdom. And then her dad gets killed, and then she's like, fuck, I gotta find this hero. So while Mario's trying to become like the hero, she also has to step up as like a new ruler. I think that would have worked out great. She already seems like she has her shit together, and I'm like, that's kind of disappointing, because what it's gonna come off as is that Bowser's like this crazy threat, and the two male heroes are trying to ain't got their shit together, but the female one does. She just isn't strong enough. But she is, because she's carrying a fucking axe. The axe scene is probably the most concerning scene, and the only reason why it's concerning is because it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense for Peach, and it doesn't make sense for the movie. Because I'm gonna be real here, she's not gonna use it, so it's like, why even have it? I think this movie rated, was it PG-13? I think it's not even rated, like, I don't think it's rated anything crazy. So I'm like, what's the point of that scene? So I don't know. That's just me. Let's see. Yeah, Zelda, I would say. Zelda's a good example of being like strong, but like not like. Because the problem is they almost put her in a low-key masculine role. Also hate that Peach's voice actress didn't try to do a voice in any way, shape, or form. Neither did Charlie Day. That's what kind of pisses. Like I said, Charlie's natural voice kind of works anyway, so that's why people don't mind it. Peach did not try. She literally, it's just her voice. She's literally just voicing Peach. I felt like they looked at Peach as a blank slate and just ran her the way they ran her. So I kind of I'm bummed out the way they handled Peach, because Peach is essentially going to be boiled down to the girl who got her shit together, who's kind of just there, like observing Mario grow into greatness. And I'm like, but what have made it more interesting is that if he felt like out of his loop because he lost his brother, and he's being thrown into this role he's not like inherently prepared for, and she's in a similar position because she's now being thrown into the role of ruling the Mushroom Kingdom, because he went with the idea I was going for. Let's say her dad died, and now you got to find Mario to help you deal with Bowser. That's something they could have related with and connected to each other with, instead of this thing where now I just like, let me show you how great the Mushroom Kingdom is, and let me build you up to greatness. But I'm also not going to be lying down. I'm gonna fight everybody. That doesn't make her any less badass, but it makes her less relatable and interesting. That's just my opinion. Actually, that would have been a fun reference. You could have had Charles Martinet voice her father. That would have been a nice reference. Having Charles Martinet voice her father, he gets killed like in the first like 10, 20 minutes of the film. And now her struggle is to become a strong ruler while also like guiding Mario. While Mario's concerned about his brother, but also understands that she has her own shit she's dealing with. I think that would have worked better and more relatable, because the problem with what we're getting is that I don't think the movie is going to be incredibly interesting. It's going to unfortunately fall, and Juice is going to hate it. It's going to follow the problem the first Sonic movie has, where the first Sonic movie is very much just a road trip film. There's nothing you can do. So that's why if you ever hear me talk about the first Sonic film, I always go, the first Sonic film is a pretty good film for what it was given. Like, considering the weird fucking restrictions they put on that film, that's the best I could get out of a road trip film. And I said, all right, it's all right. And I think I've even said this before, because Jews always makes the joke with the Sonic thing, but let me just prove my point here. Sonic's ceiling will never, ever, ever, because of how they've done the film so far, will never be at the same heights as a Mario film. Mario films, the sky is the fucking limit. With Sonic films, they can only be to a certain level of good. Some of them even great. I think Sonic 2 is a better film than Sonic 1, 100%. But it also has that human shit in it that we have to deal with. And they've kind of soft locked themselves into being okay to great movies. Whereas Mario goes from being like, has literally the whole world to cover because it made itself limitless. It just bums me out that the first out, and part of my issue with Peach partially comes because I want to see Daisy. I do want to see Daisy. I want to see like a functioning Daisy Luigi interaction movie or like romance. And my problem is that Daisy was always the tomboy. She was the more aggressive one. She'd be the one that's why people always make the joke that she's like the better princess because Daisy only got kidnapped once. Peach gets kidnapped every fucking game, right? So they always meant like she's obviously meant to be like the hyperactive, aggressive one. You can see that in the sports titles, whereas Peach was more refined and laid back. Peach in a lot of games is a fucking airhead, which is I think it's fine. I don't think it's like a terribly demeaning trait. It's just viewed as such because of what they usually associate airheaded girls with. They usually associate airheaded girls with being brain dead, stupid, dumb, bimbo-ish, where she's pretty, but they ain't nothing else really going for her. You could have actually flipped that triple on his head if you wanted to be real about it, where you could be feminine, kind of like what Legally Blonde as a film was, which was very much taking that same premise and flipping it. You could have did something like that, and I think it would have worked better. I just think that it's not like the movie's gonna turn to shit, but I very much believe Peach is gonna just kind of hit this weird mid-road where she's cool and that's it. She's just cool. That's all she's gonna be. And I'm like, I hate it because if you're gonna do this thing with depth, obviously Mario is gonna be growing into a stronger hero. And the thing is, you just replaced Peach with Luigi in this film as the damsel in distress. So Luigi's the one that needs to be fucking rescued. And I would hope that the second film, because it'll probably make enough to justify it, is going to be more of a Luigi's Mansion type deal where like Luigi kind of gets to grow on his own. There's also been rumors that like Nintendo's created like this whole movie division. So I imagine we're going to get multiple Nintendo IP films. And I'm going to be real with you. Certain films are going to fucking be super interesting to watch. Mainly, I very much want Star Fox and Metroid. I think those would be the two more entertaining ones, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's my beef with Peach. It's not that Peach is inherently like gonna be absolute trash in the film. I think she will lose the ability to be super relatable because they're gonna make her a badass from the start. Now look, and like I said, I'm going off trailers. I'm going off like a trailer and a half. One thing was a teaser and the other one was like a full trailer. We don't know. Hell, we haven't even seen really much of what Donkey Kong is going to be like in this film, right? They're obviously still taking him as the aggressive monkey and the muscle, but we haven't really heard him talk, his interactions, none of that. So I don't know. There's more, but I'm just bummed out. She also, for some reason, they made her look. She probably is the least looking of the models. Like she looks more like a fucking animated movie girl than Peach. Now, I do fuck with the references. The fact that you had Mario Kart, she's rocking her racing outfit, you saw the Tanuki suit. People keep saying Luigi's using the HUVAC. He's not. It's a tool belt. Not a tool belt, it's like the tools he's carrying. When he's like flying in space and him and Mario are reaching for each other, that's his tools. That's what that is. People keep thinking it's the vacuum. It's not the vacuum. It's not. Chill out. What's up, Mario? What's up? Hey, look, it's Mario. Oh my God, Revolver, chill out. But yeah, there's a bunch of cool references. You actually get to see a lot of the other Kongs in the which I'm 100% down with. The Firefly thing does look absolutely goated. I'm glad they're even showing that off. I think my only concern is they're showing so many references to Mario in this one film. It makes me concerned because for a sequel, you don't really have a lot to pull on. Yeah, the Rainbow Road scene is just cool in general, but my concern is that you're pulling so many references, you're not leaving yourself a lot to fuck with unless they're going to do that thing. Because the thing is with a Mario film, like I said, the sky's the limit. Like I said, Mario has no ceiling whatsoever in terms of how well and good that film can be. My concern is that you threw so many. There's so many references. You even need the classic Mario references in this bitch. I just don't want them to blow their load like this is going to be the last thing they can do. When obviously Nintendo has the money and the IP to justify making more films. I wouldn't do them with Illumination personally because no offense to Illumination, but Illumination has like of the animated companies has like the worst record. I feel like they went with Illumination because they were probably the more affordable to do. Like that was the reason. Yeah, the Mario Kart stuff to me, it's obviously meant to be a major set piece. Cause like there's nothing else you can really reference unless you can reference like the sports series or whatever. And I think that's the other concern people have. The fact that you made like the story kind of serious means you lose the goofiness. That's the other thing. Like the Peach situation, I think worked with like a lot of people. If she was gonna be, a lot of people were going with the idea of like her getting captured by Bowser and then like slowly not converting Bowser, but like getting him caught up in her antics. Like my favorite cutscene, one of my favorite cutscenes from Peach is her in Brawl, where I think like Fox and Falco are doing shit in the front, and you just see Peach come out in the background with Zelda talking about, well, she technically, but come out and be like, "You guys want some tea?" And you're like, "What the fuck?" By the way, I just realized Fox gets trolled a lot in Subspace Emissary. That shit happens with Diddy Kong too, where he's like doing his thing, and Diddy Kong's like, "Nah, man, we doing this now." And it's like, what the fuck? I got my own. Nah, man, we doing this now. Like, whatever. Like, they kind of wanted her to have that kind of vibe. That she's very chilled out and relaxed, and her problem is that she doesn't take anything seriously. Um, Terrell won't admit it, but this is how the Sonic movie should have always been: a CGI and a bunch of game references. Oh no, I definitely agree with that, dude. I have. Why would I not? Why would I not? Why would I not agree with that? I definitely agree with that. I don't think DK will actually talk. Why? But Seth Rogen is voicing him. That would make no sense. Although Seth Rogen makes perfect sense more now, especially now that they changed his design. His design actually, I think, flows better with it. It feels more like an origin story. Oh no, that's definitely what it is. So my question is, will later films get lighter up on the like seriousness and the comedy or not? I don't know. The problem is taking Bowser serious from the beginning is great, but it's gonna make you question: is he gonna be taken seriously the whole time? Having Jack Black voice him allows him to be both. Ironically enough, allows him to be threatening but also goofy. So we'll have to see. But like all the scenes we've seen him in has mainly been serious ones. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. She's definitely gonna get Rule 34. Fire Emblem anime needs to happen. Agreed. Agree. I kind of hope it's original story. I feel like an adaptation might be a problem. Mario will do more than Sonic. Oh, definitely. I don't even disagree with that. It probably will. And I don't feel what you're saying about her character just seems like she like how she would be in a full length film. I mean, it's not about who plays. There's interpretation. Like the way I looked at Peach is just different the way than you looked at Peach. That's really all it is. I looked at Peach a certain way just based off her interactions, and that's the reason why I like Daisy so much. I looked at Daisy in the sports series and in the like interaction she has with Luigi, even in the old N64, like what was it Mario Tennis and shit, where it was very obvious that Daisy was meant to be like a love interest, whereas they've almost backed off of that completely. Um, I just looked at it differently. That was just my interpretation. Uh, he probably needs to be Mario. He definitely probably needs to be replaced, but whether or not they're going to actually do it remains to be seen. Uh, but then again, it also I want different writers because the writers in this series didn't know what the fuck they were doing. The writers in Journeys is absolute dog shit. Absolute. I'm not. I have no qualms in saying that. Dog shit. Have the people who talk about Journeys now talk about it because there's money in it. That's about it. That's like the only reason because it's not good. But let's talk about Pokemon because we're like what over an hour into this bitch or about an hour into this bitch, and we haven't really talked about Pokemon. So Scarlet and Violet got its patch yesterday, and it's kind of hard to tell if everything was overly improved Some things I definitely have seen improve. Mainly the towns. They're not perfect, mind you, but they're way better than they used to be. Like they're way better. They still didn't fix anything crazy because I fucking glitched out the game. The first time I've ever glitched out the game happened last night after the patch. So actually, I'll show you. Hold on. Where's my controller, Mom? I'm gonna show you my controller. This actually probably be good anyway. Just to show you the game, just to give you some real life example. I think people are taking this Peach, feel like taking Peach on board, and I like that she's doing things instead of needing to be saved. The problem, I think the problem, Antrite, that people are misunderstanding about my Peach argument is that just because I say I don't like her being overly like aggressive and shit, doesn't mean I don't want her to be active. There's a difference between being active. There are different ways of being active. I like the idea of having her have her own struggle and trying to work through a struggle. Whereas here, the only struggle is watching fucking, it's just watching Mario struggle. Like now granted, like I said, it depends on the kind of conversations, interaction she has. But like, this is the argument I had with Robert. Robert doesn't understand that when I say I like her to be feminine, doesn't mean that she's weak. It means that she just acts like a fucking woman. And the main reason why I'm even bringing up the feminine thing for Peach specifically is because that has been her character. Peach is the feminist of all females. That's her fucking name is Peach. For God's sakes. She is the feminine of all feminine characters. That like, I don't understand why people keep default assuming that when I say, oh, I want Peach to just be more feminine, that immediately means she can't be active. She can't fight. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying her in her racing outfit flips over a fucking, like, battle axe and walks towards the door. And I'm just like, who the fuck are you? Because that's not Peach. It's not bad because of what she's doing. It's the character who's doing it. Peach would never do some weird shit like that. The way she's been interpreted in games. Now I get that Mario characters have become kind of like blank slates, so they can kind of flow anywhere. But in this context, I'm like, it's fucking Peach. Like, of all the characters that flip into that position, I kind of wish you didn't do it with her, especially when you have another Mario character who fits that role better. I think that's my main issue. You have Daisy right over there who literally is that character. So now, if you introduce Daisy and Peach into the movies, are you telling me that Daisy's gonna be Daisy? Like the Daisy thing bothers me because of my Daisy bias, but it also bothers me because I'm like, Daisy literally represents the kind of character you have Peach being. Daisy would walk out there with a battle axe. Daisy be out there talking shit because that's what Daisy fucking does. She's hyperactive and aggressive. Now, obviously, they may not give a fuck about Daisy. Let's be real here. They normally don't anyway. The reason why Daisy and Waluigi are even relevant in any way, shape, or form is because of the fan base. Because Nintendo doesn't give a fuck. Nintendo only uses like Mario, Peach, and Yoshi, and Luigi, and Bowser in main games. And hell, in most cases, even Luigi and Yoshi have gotten relegated to bullshit positions. That's why Luigi has that fucking Baloo thing. And Yoshi's like available in like certain portions, I think. In certain games. And then Peach is just Peach. Let me see. Hold on, I missed some things. People want Zelda to be badass in the next game, but I have a problem with Peach being, I don't get it. Zelda, one, they're two different characters. I want that to be put that in context. Zelda and Peach are also, no one has a problem with Peach being badass. I have no problem with her being badass, but she's not characterized right. I think that's the thing people don't understand. There are different ways of being badass. She's badass in her own way. Peach could have did some they could have Peach do some crazy kick flick shit with the fucking pan, and I'd be like, that's absolutely hilarious. I hope to God they quote the "Did I win?" joke in fucking that in the movie. They probably won't because it's a very obscure thing. But if they do, that'd be great. Like, there are things you could do. Like, I just, it's such a hard argument because everyone always trips. As soon as you say You want a girl to be more feminine. The immediate answer is, oh, you want her to be weak and in the kitchen. No, I want her to be feminine. She's Daisy. I mean, Peach is just more like, not want to say reserved. She's just more classy and reserved and shit. This bitch isn't walking around with battle axes. This bitch ain't out here. And like I said, she's less relatable now. She literally is going to become less relatable than what you could have done with her because she's starting off in a level way higher than both of the bros. And some of y'all are like, well, she's a princess. She should be that high. Yeah, but this is our introduction to Peach. Like, I would have preferred this be the introduction of her getting her princess role. Why is this the introduction of Mario and Luigi becoming the heroes, but for some reason Peach is just default already on that queen shit? Like, remember, she's a princess. She's the princess. She isn't even the queen yet. That could have been a smooth progression. You could have had her over the course of the films get into a queen position. Like, if this was like the third movie, like the third movie, and she was on this energy, I wouldn't care, because I would have seen her grow from a weak princess who wasn't sure of herself into like this badass warrior. Makes perfect sense. We're not seeing any of that progression. So what the fuck? I'm relating. So, hey, here's a badass, and her name is Peach. That's it. That's what makes me mad. And also, Zelda's a better example. Actually, Age of Calamity is a good example because Zelda's badass in that, but she very much fights the way you would expect Zelda to fight. Yeah, this is not even Peach. This is just like a completely different character, low key. But like people want to talk about, oh, well, you guys just want her to be weak. No, actually, that Zelda in Age of Calamity is a good example of what I would want, where she's still acting like Zelda, but she's still being active. I did try the pizza in New York. It was good pizza. New York has good pizza. But let's get off the Mario talk. Let's talk about Pokemon. So let me cut on the game. I'm gonna show you some pictures though, because I found some pictures that Nah, you're fine. You're fine, Inch, right? I mean, like I said, we can disagree about it, but that's just how I feel about that whole situation. So let's switch over. We're gonna show off. But first things first, I'm gonna show you what happened to me, and I can probably recreate it in the game, by the way. But I'm just gonna show you what happened to me. So, this happened to me, what was it, last night? Yeah, it was last night. This shit happened to me last night. I fell through the game world. And I'll tell you how I did it. It's a really obvious way of glitching the game because the game has a problem about AI Pokemon just kind of going wherever the fuck they want to go. So that happened to me last night. This happened to me last night. This happened to me last night after the patch. So the game is not fixed. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm showing you the worst, and then I'll show you the best or like the improvements. But the patch was a step in the right direction, but it didn't fix shit. Like, it didn't fix everything, obviously. There's obvious problems. I'm surprised you can swim in this water, by the way. Considering it's under the fucking game world. I'm surprised how much of this water is swimmable. It's not all of it, but it's more than I would have expected. This fell through the whole fucking world. The fact that the skybox is still working and you can see like the thunder and lightning is hilarious too. I took some pictures. This is where I first fell. Not the first, well, it's like one of the first times I fell. Once again, just surprised. I fell out of a cave. I'll explain it. It's not a drastic improvement. It's not. It's an improvement, but it's not a drastic improvement. So this is what originally happened. I think I show it. I don't know. So where I'm standing, if I remember correctly, is I went into a cave. And one of the problems with caves is that the caves, yeah, so this is what happened. Right here, actually. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. So here's the problem. With the caves, what happens is that they still let Pokemon clip through the walls and shit. So how this even happened to me is a combination of two things. One, a Pokemon clipped the wall, and I hit it, and I didn't know I hit it because if you sit by the wall and it touches you, it triggers a battle. The battle then will reposition your character if you're in an awkward position to fight said Pokemon. So what it did is it repositioned me slightly outside of the wall of the cave, which is why I could see all this shit on the side, clipping this bitch. So what that means is the game essentially pushed me out of bounds because it triggered a fight with a mine that was clipping through the wall because the game for some reason lets Pokemon clip through fucking walls. And that was the problem. That's literally, and I could probably recreate it. You could probably do it yourself. It's really fucking easy to fucking, because it just happens. Like some mines are just in the cave walls. If you hang out in the cave enough, I could probably recreate it. I'm gonna try in a second, actually. So it's not like everything is fixed, but that's what happened. They literally, and so now I'm standing, like if that Makuhita were to touch me, I probably could clip back in. But because it didn't, and because I got a little reckless, I just jumped off this bit. Well, I didn't jump off, but whoops. But yeah. Oh, well, BSP was made by a completely different company. BDSP was also a pretty bare bones remake. That's another remake that just didn't either exist in any way, shape, or form. But yeah. Yeah, that's what actually, this is literally what happened. I fought a young goose, and it clipped me at the top, and then I fell. So it actually clipped me on top of the cave. That's originally what happened. And then I couldn't get back on the cave. This is it. And then why? Because the young goose was on the outside of the motherfucking cave. Because for some reason, they let them do this. This is actually the end of the battle. I didn't realize I had this on here. Also, I just thought it was a nice effect. Fucking reflection of the ball got caught by the crystal. So you get this cool visual effect. It's nice. I like it. And then I just took pictures of random shit. I don't take a lot of photos. I take some photos, but I don't take a lot. What was your long comment, Juice? Let's look. It seems to me that Nintendo was making a statement when they tweeted about Pokemon Update, stating how they take feedback seriously and listed that they know the performance issues in patch notes. Oh yeah, definitely. Because the game is too successful to just let it die. Also, there's been some side drama going on with Nintendo lately anyway, I found out about, regarding the Smash community. But you know what? Today's not the day for that. So, story-wise, I've already beaten all the gyms. I've done the league and everything. The only thing I have to do now is, as you saw on the screen, is Area 0. But we're not going to do that. We can also go to the biology lab and then go to the director's office. But we're not going to do that either. Can I just... Wait a minute. I just realized something. Can I teleport without... I can. It's great. I'm trying to find... I think I can recreate the glitch. And this is me doing too much. But I'm also just trying to prove a point. Like, the games are better. Oh, yeah, because I can't because I'm fucking in the thing. Let me go to the... No, I want to go to the entrance hall, yeah. Hold on. Make sure I'm not missing any comments at the bottom. Area 0 is kind of sad. Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet. Don't spoil it, please and thank you. So the areas I think that were most improved were towns. Because the towns used to run like dog shit. And they still don't run amazingly well. But they run better than what they used to. They used to run like absolute garbage. I don't know why. These towns just did not run well. Actually, I know why. I think it was just because these are the biggest and like most complex towns Pokemon's ever done in a game. Like, pop in and slow down is still there. It's just not as prevalent. Like, you can see pop in still. Like, it wasn't like the game was gonna go from like a D to a fucking A+ effort all of a sudden. Also, I noticed you can't climb buildings, which is kind of disappointing. As you can see, that woman's running at half frame rate. Let's see how far it takes her before she... Oh, wow. She actually collided with her. I'm fucking surprised. Let's see how long before the frame rate shits itself on her. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. She don't even get that far from me. I won't say it doesn't look uninspired, but like... And it's funny because I've heard If y'all been in Tyrone streams, Tyrone has referenced that this game might be his favorite Pokemon game. I'm like, that's a bold statement. I would highly disagree. Like, I like the game, but in some ways, I think Gen 8 was better. Give an example. I remember the characters in Gen 8 way more. Bede, Marnie, Piers, Raihan. The gym leaders in here, although are still in the same vein of like having their own jobs and aspirations and shit, are actually less memorable to me. You know who's really stuck out to me of the new characters? Fucking Arven. Arven and the goddamn director. Those have been like the two most memorable characters in this game so far. Which, you know, is kind of fucking sad. Oh, you actually do have to walk out of the damn thing. Didn't know that. Or it could be because of the Area Zero stuff. I don't remember. Damn, this is a long ass loading time. Yeah, it actually has to load me into the area. It's like one of the few loading screens, so I'm fine with it. I remember the modern Pokemon game characters, except for this game really does not make me remember a lot of the characters. Like, I like concepts of what they're doing here. I just don't like it. Just doesn't stick out to me. The thing that sticks out to this game is the world. The world is cool. The music is great. Characters not so much. No, she's actually probably the least interesting of the three stories. Because you know you gotta do Team Star. You gotta do fucking, it's what, Team Star, it's the League, and then it's the stuff with Arven. And she is the least interesting of the three. Arven and Cassiopeia are more entertaining and interesting than Nemona. Nemona literally does nothing. And people talk about like How and shit. I would take How over this bitch. Because she's not doing nothing. And because they don't have the team, like, Star stuff coincide with, like, the rest of your journey, like, it's its own separate thing, and she doesn't, like, jump into that from time to time, she's literally the only time you interact with her is right before you do gym fights. Gym fights are, like, gym challenges and shit. This game's biggest accomplishment to me is the world design. I think the world design is great. I think the music's really fucking good. I like the expensiveness of the area. Hey, let's go. The follow Pokemon has been improved. They can still be slower than you, but it's not like fuck you offensive now. Did she follow me up here, or is she still down there? No, wait, she went back in her ball. Where are those? Oh, those are fletchling. And oh yeah, May. Gen 3, unfortunately, May really disappears in that game. I have no fucking idea why it does. Having a rival be as a mentor / champion is kind of cool. Yeah, but she doesn't do anything. Nemona just doesn't do anything. Nemona literally serves like the most worthless of purposes. She's around, and that's about it. But and the game still has this like weird graphical glitches, like you can see the detail of that fucking area dropping. But like I said, the towns in this game were the thing that were the most improved in terms of, to me at least. I'm gonna go there in a second. Actually, no, that is the town. That's one of the towns. One of these towns are so up to scale now that the bitches just drop frame rates like crazy, and it still drops frame rates. Don't get it twisted. It's just not as bad, and it's not as frequent. But it's still not great. Let's see. Especially if you're on Koraidon. Koraidon, I think you move too fast for this. But see, now I can kind of walk through this area and it doesn't feel like the game's completely shitting itself. It's still going to shit itself. Don't ever get that twisted. It's just not shitting itself as badly. Like, I remember doing this minigame. This minigame absolutely shits itself. Also, I think this game runs better when you're not on Koraidon. The problem is, who the fuck doesn't ride Koraidon? And the game still has its own little graphical issues with the fucking... I do like the lights. Like, you can actually see the lights shining and shit. It's a cool... It's like a cool effect. I fuck with it. Like, this game definitely has shit going on in detail, but like... it also has its fucking problems too, and it's still running. It still has its issues on frame rate, but it's better. Let's see if I can imitate that fucking glitch real quick. I'm not gonna spend an insane amount of time on this, and if you guys want to ask questions while I do it, go ahead. I don't mind that. That's fine. Koraidon being my legendary and I'm bonding with it throughout the story. I don't mind that at all. This traversal is great, by the way. I fucking love this traversal. There are definitely things to like. Oh, also, glad to see Hypno in a game. You know how rare it is to see Hypno in anything? What is that? Oh, is that Toxtricity? Yeah, it's Toxtricity. I saw it from the back and it looked weird. But Hypno, you know how long it's been since Hypno's been in a game? I don't think... What the fuck was the last game Hypno was even in, now that I think about it? No, it wasn't Arceus, wasn't it? Was it an Arceus? I don't remember. I hope Gen 9 doesn't reset Ash. I hope Gen 9 doesn't use Ash. That's a better concern. Just don't fucking use Ash. We won't have this problem. Bitch. I'm gonna kill this thing no matter what. I think Play Rough's the only option that isn't like super effective. Or, you know, if it hits. Monolith needs to help Game Freak with Pokemon games. Oh, now, definitely. Especially now. If we're doing open world moving forward, then Monolith definitely needs to help. I would prefer them helping, actually. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? Oh, I got it. I'm gonna miss? Yeah, I missed. That's terrible. Let's Go will probably be the last game to have Hypno. Yeah, and that's only because that one was a Gen 1 game. Actually, that was gonna kill no matter what, because I just realized it raised my attack. Fuck. I hope Gen 9 gets delayed, because of all honesty, OML is probably still understaffed with Pokemon. Oh, definitely. Now, whether or not life will treat them well in that regard, yeah, we'll see. Hell, this game should have been fucking delayed. And you see how that went. Oh, hi, Ampharos. Last time I saw you, you had fucking luxurious hair, like fucking Maybelline. I like the hair, you know, it was a weird look for you, buddy. Nobody expected it, and no one really had the proper reaction to it. Oh, definitely. To be fair, though, I would say this game has a lot more going on with Pokemon and their different animations and quirks. So I don't want to act like this game isn't doing things. Like, that's the reason why I couldn't call this game a lazy game. I couldn't go all Game Freak was just phoning it in. They definitely tried. They definitely tried for proper like world design and building. Which is why I will never say this. Oh, I never knew Donphan do that. That's actually really cool. I'm glad that's in the game. See, like a lot of these Pokemon have like unique walking around animations and stuff. So I'll never call this game lazy, but it very much is just, it needed to be in the oven longer. I did see I saw him, Lightning send them to me. So I got the Xenoblade 2 wallpapers. I'm also glad to see some Midnight forms here. And I'm glad they made baby Pokemon more available in the wild. I actually fuck with that a lot. I fuck with like the subtleties of having the babies hang around their evolutions a lot. Like, there's a lot of cool shit in this game. So I never want to be like, yeah, the game just didn't fucking try. Dirt to dirt. No, like the game, there was genuine effort put into this bitch. It just needed more time. Like, this shot is gorgeous right here. This is a great fucking shot. Look at that. I don't know if Juice is still here, but still. Oh, what the fuck was that? I gotta look at that on the playback. Hold on. What the fuck was that? Oh my goodness. I'm glad Godo's in the game. He has been in the game since the 3DS era. Oh, you mean the era he was introduced in? You mean the what was it, Gen 6? That's when he was fucking introduced. You think we'll get DLC eventually? Man, we need patches. Fuck DLC. And if we get DLC, that bitch better be free. Well, hello. This is the first time I've seen you in the wild, buddy. Nice to meet you. Actually, I'm curious. Does the picnic? Oh, that's right. I forgot this game is picky about the riding Pokemon thing. I'd be surprised if it lets me do the picnic because we're by water. I didn't think the game was going to let me do the picnic, realistically. Oh, do you get in the water Toxapex? I never thought about that. I don't think you do. Also, it looks like their models are still invisible, so we still clip through their mons. Are you sleeping? That's adorable. A lot of you are sleeping. I want Tika-Tun to fall asleep. Her sleeping animation is fucking adorable. This thing is like the Mawile of Gen 9, and I fuck with it so heavy. Game Freak needs a tech team and honestly someone to work on their game engine and assets, or a mindless off. The other problem is, why is the bird so big? Don't ask questions, yo. Don't ask questions. I don't know why this fucker's as big as he is. He's super huge. I like how everyone's sleeping. Is Tika-Tun sleeping though? She's the only bitch up. Go to bed, ma'am. Now you woke up. You've woken up everyone. Tika-Tun, just fucking go to sleep. I want you to go to sleep because your sleeping animation's adorable. But yeah, fucking, you know, the main thing that would help them if they would just stick to a game engine. I think that's really their problem. If you notice, every Pokemon game on the Switch uses a different game engine, except for maybe Arceus in this game. But fucking what? Sword and Shield's engine is not this engine. I know that for a fact. She walks so proudly. Why do you walk like this, Tink? And fucking... And Meowscarda's just fucking curled up. I like that she curls up. You enjoying yourself over there? And you woke up the bird with your fuckery. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Chunky? I like Meowscarda and I like Tika-Tun a lot. Because the content has one, and that's why they stay consistent with their one-year releases. They had to. Ah, there it is! Look at this bitch! Look at her chilling, bro. That is adorable. Look at her. I love this, by the way. She's so fucking cute. She's so fucking cute. Yeah, she's so fucking cute. I wonder what she's based off of. A lot of people just say, Amy Rose, but she's based off of something. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. Let's see if we can do this clipping glitch real quick. While you guys are still thinking of things to talk about. Like even the way the light hits this rock. Like if you just look at this. This is a good shot. This is a really good shot. The clouds are moving, the stars are twinkling in the night sky and shit. It's cool. It's just cool. You catch Gen 7 Pokemon in this? Gen 7. There are some Gen 7 in here. There's not a lot, but there are some. Wigglytuff got put in work. I didn't even fucking... Well, I knew Wigglytuff was in the game. I just didn't... Some of these shots just look great. It's literally... The fact that they even set the animation for the grass going is fucking cool. I wish you could drop and then continue your glide, and it doesn't let you do that, and it kind of bums me out. Like, once you let go of the glide, that is it. You've committed, and it's over. And that makes me sad. Also, I think this is, from what I've been hearing, this is the first Pokemon game in a while to have actually a decent, extensive post-game. When's the last time a Pokemon game had an extensive post-game? Can you go in this? Oh. Is that a Gimmighoul? What the fuck? Well, how about that shit? Oh no! It's over. It's over. Just take the L, boys. Yeah. Yeah, that's about what I expected. The King of Carp. Magikarp. Whoa! I need to find a cave real quick. That's what I need to do. I do hope we do get DLC though. But I don't know how people are going to feel about paying for a DLC for a game that's intrinsically flawed. Although it's Pokemon, so you already see how well this game sold. I keep thinking that's Roserade, and I know it's not, but it looks so much like Roserade, and it's fucking me up. From a distance, it looks like Roserade. It's an interesting concept for a mine in general, though. Climb the ladder, you fucking coward. For some reason, she doesn't just climb the ladder. I don't understand. Is that? Oh, that's right. I forgot. The phone will save you if the game accidentally makes you drop. That was an interesting choice for Quagsire's evolution. Or, not Quagsire, but, Whooper's evolution. No Pokemon gameplay on the next Pokemon on the podcast. Hey, that's perfectly fine. I was going to show the glitch off. Actually, you know what? I need to just get out of this area. This is just not a good area for me to show the glitch. Gabites in this area? What the fuck? I didn't even know that shit. She can't climb Ingle. You're probably right, unfortunately. Actually, I think this would be a good area to show off the glitch if I can get it to work. The only thing I gotta do really is just find a Pokemon that's clipping through the wall. Yeah, you can't get injured in this game, which I kind of wish they had kept. That you could see this shit right here. That Shinx. I just like the lighting. The lighting can be really good in some places. There should be a fucking cave in this area. Getting booped in Arceus is funny. That is true. There should be. Is there a cave in this? No, wait. I think that might be it. Or is that just a crevice? That might just be a crevice. Yeah, it looks like a crevice. Yeah, it's just a crevice. I could have swore. Oh, this is like the early game cave. That's why. I don't even think the cave was here. I literally just need to find a cave real quick to get caught up in some shit. But when I say the world design is really good in this game, the world design is really fucking good. I very much fuck with the world design in this game. I wonder if I bought this game, would it wish me a happy birthday? Like, well, it did. It does ask the Pokemon Center does ask for your birthday. Like, it did ask me for my birthday, I think, when I first went to one. So there's a high chance that is a yes. No! Spoink, I wasn't trying to fight you. Also, see that glitch is still happening? Where the Pokeball is visual, but not the trainer next to him. Mainly because it's a battle. I get why, I just don't care for it. We're not going to do this, though, because we're vastly overleveled. It's kind of a problem. Oh, is that a gimme goal? I just noticed that. It is! The game making me pause in that section was actually very beneficial to me. Also, you can see the pop-in hasn't been fixed. I think some things have been fixed, but not like enough to be like, yeah, the game is just amazing now. No, it's still fucking flawed. Even the trees and shit blow in the wind. Yeah, the trainer disappears. I think it's a battle thing. That's why they do it. What the hell was that? Oh, Rookidee. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Although the trainer battles are a lot more sparse. Partially, yeah, you can see the lighting still fucking up. So this game is far from being fixed. Don't ever in your fucking life think that this game is like all of a sudden 10 out of 10 best game all of a sudden. It definitely is. Did you exit a battle? Yeah. You can run from battle still. I discovered why the GameCube games are in the eShop, because Game Freak hates those games. Well, they didn't make them either. Is that Growlithe? That is Growlithe. You doing down here, buddy? I don't know if people like shiny hunting in this game. I haven't really looked any of that up. I've been actually trying to stay away from most public opinion. I've been kind of just doing my own thing. It's probably the least social I've been with a Pokemon game in a while. No, not from Trainer Battle. That wasn't a Trainer Battle. That was a wild battle. The Spoink just happened to be next to a trainer. That's why I said it hit the trainer, because technically the battle was with a wild mon, so I guess it hides trainers in those situations. Wasn't there a cave down here? Oh look, a gimme gold. Do these things only show up at night? I never thought about that before. I never thought about that before. This also was not the area I thought it was to go look for shit. Maybe it's here. I really don't want another mainline Pokemon game until the next console. The games are getting better with ideas, just give them more time. Exactly, I would agree. You sure that about that? Because the new Pokemon Snap looks better because it's not an open world. Well, Snap is on rails, yeah. Because Snap is on rails, I think it works better as an overall experience. Also, I went that way. I need to go this way. I think. I think I'm still wrong, but hey. I think the first Titan's here, by the way. We're not here for that. I just want to find a fucking cave. No, I'm just repeating the same area I was in. Although I will drop down because I want this. Alright, alright. Let's see. Where was I going before for caves? No, that's just the desert. Was it here? The art style is closer to the new Pokemon Snap and Legends and Sword and Shield. I don't care for this new art style either. I think the character models have been like the least appealing visually for me in a while. I'm just not engaged with these designs personally. Is that the Lucario from before? No, it's not Lucario. What is this? Oh, the slacking that I don't want to deal with. Because fuck you. This area also ran like shit. Mainly because I think the amount of trees. Spoiler, it still kind of runs like shit. Yeah, it definitely still runs like shit. Oh, this is the mass outbreak of Venomoth. No! Golduck, you really had to chill out. I'm not overly engaged with the Elite Four this time around. They're not necessarily bad, I just don't care. Yeah, the front rate's still going like shit. I haven't even looked up shiny hunting, like how you shiny hunt in this game yet. Yeah, how? Did you not do all... If you did all this stuff, you would have been in this area. Did you have to come here to do the Team Star stuff? Yeah, this game still runs light. It still runs rough. But there are areas of smoothness, but it still runs rough. Yeah, the league was kind of weird too. Yeah, I don't understand the Lariat situation. They don't even explain why he's a gym leader and an Elite Four member. Yeah, this area still has its problems. Some of these denser areas, I hate it because they're cool areas, but you can't really hang in them too long because the shit just does not handle well. There's like chunks of decent frame rates, and then it just goes to shit. I was looking for a fucking rock area, and I can't fucking find it, and it's pissing me off. Cause I just want to go to a fucking cave to glitch the game or to fall through the world. I don't think this is gonna be it. Oh no, this might be it. I don't know. I do like that he kind of turns on a dime. That's very appealing to me. And obviously this area will run the best because, hey, there's barely anything here. Yeah, Venomoth was in... I do like that every generation they seem to pick mons that have not shown up in a while. So look at all that. Look at all those guys just hanging together. Magnemite looked absolutely gorgeous in this game, too. Don't know if it was intentional, but I fuck with it. There should be a cave near here, actually. If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, there's definitely a cave near here. Alright, I'll see you later, Sandstorm. Hariyama also hasn't been in a game in a while, so I always found that interesting. Diglett has been used, so that one wasn't too surprising. That tumbleweed Pokemon is pissing me off, Loki. Don't you come over here and ruin my day. Don't you ever come over here and ruin my day. There is a cave near here, damn it. I know there is. Oh my god. The issue is if I can find it in a timely manner. No. Yeah, Diglett's been used a lot. Let's see. I've been finding a lot of TMs that I have yet to use because I'm still figuring out what the fuck I'm doing. People hate that evolution. Oh wait, I think that's the cave right there actually. It's not the cave, but the point is I just need a Mon to walk on the side of the cave. Shut up, Revolver. You're a goddamn comedian, don't you? Wait, what the hell? Alright, the worm. The worm threw me off because the worm is like exists. Is this where I fought the giant one now that I think about it? Okay, so here. All I need to do is find a Mon that's somewhere on this wall. That actually might be close enough, I don't know. No, I think it put me in the cave. Okay, that one did actually put me in the cave. I heard you can make them. It didn't. We made it. I mean, you just have to collect materials for them. That's it. It's not like too complicated. I'm gonna just try. I'm just gonna try a Great Ball here because I really don't. I'm too overleveled to fight this thing legitimately. The TM thing isn't too bad though. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have just fucking done my girl. Could have did my Kiwi here. This Kiwi. All I got is Makuhita is just enjoying itself in the background. Nice, Kiwi. And then we're just gonna do Baneful Bunker. Because I want to poison you and then catch you. I don't need to catch this thing, I'm just trying to catch it to prove a point here. There you go. There you go. Although ironically enough, my ability means that I do more damage when my enemy is poisoned. Which is kind of funny to me. It's not haha funny, it's just hee hee funny. Meowscarada gets away with too much hate. I don't know why though. What's the problem with Meowscarada? How would you feel if they use Pokemon, if they use the Pokémon style? I'm not in love with the Pokémon style. It's fine, but I wouldn't want it for a mainline game. I like the cell shaded look. I just wish the design was better. Like this is like my least favorite modern looking Pokemon game. No, that's not true. That might go to X and Y actually. Well, fuck. I have to think on that. I don't know what my least one is, but I definitely like I'm let you. Oh fuck the Heart Scale. That was a traumatizing experience we never talk about ever. The Heart Scale saga was the worst saga. It was like one of the top 5 worst video game sagas in the world. And we just don't fucking deal with it. Okay. I caught my Sableye. I just don't care for this game specific. Also, I want to get a Band-Aid at one point. You see these guys clip out the side of the wall. See, Koraidon's body already kind of clips the wall, but I needed to, like, clip the shit out of the wall. Because this only is going to work if I clip the wall, like, completely. The problem is you have to engage in a fight to get it to clip the wall. It's not like it happens all the time. What's up, Zora-san? How are you, bro? Missed a lot, but you know. We're here. To be fair, I've never tried to clip this wall intentionally. The last time it kind of just happened. That Salazzle's been like the main culprit last time. I do like that you can side jump on the wall. That's kind of funny to me. I think this isn't gonna work because it's just gonna back me up. Yeah, it doesn't work the way I want it to. Oh, I could have caught that and got a Salazzle. Fuck me. Actually, no, fuck that. Diglett might do it to me back there. I do like Salazzle. I actually use Salazzle in whatchamacallit. What did I use it in? I use it in Sword and Shield. Although I'm not probably gonna use home and transfer shit over like that. I'm not crazy about that kind of shit, but hey. It's an option. Yeah, the Breath of the Wild art style would look good. I would agree. Alright, get in the box. That's not even the reason why I like Salandit. Fuck you. I need to... Oh, that might do it, actually. Okay, that's actually unique. Didn't know that actually worked the way it did. I need to hit the Salandit in a way that works. I've never been a huge lover of Tyranitar. I don't hate it. It's just never been my... Oh, the Salandit are also the worst because they're tiny as fuck. Salandit, for some reason, is like unnaturally tiny. It does not make any sense. I think Salazzle's like kind of bigger, but not like crazy bigger. I need to... See, this thing, usually they're poking out of the wall, and that's how I run into them. This actually might do it here. No, it backed me up normally. I do like the fact that the Sableye run away like, no, bitch. I didn't come here for that. Oh, Fly Trick is low-key broken. I'm trying to get it to clip me. It's actually being surprisingly normal, which just tells me it isn't like you actually have to go out of your way to get it to work. The goal is to get me to jump back, and it won't like jump back to where I clip out of the wall. So I guess it does take a decent bit of effort to get it to work. Also, just because you're a fan of Larvitar, sure, we'll catch you. And then we're going to get out of here because it's already 11 o'clock, and there's not much else to really talk about. Just, the game's improved, but it's still got a bunch of fucking issues that need to be dealt with. You can see a bunch of graphical hiccups and shit like that. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not a huge fan of that bird. I might need to use the bird for myself, but I'm not a huge fan of the bird as of currently. The bird exists. It's a bird, and that's about what it is for me. I don't really want to deal with it outside of that. It's just not for me, bro. It's not, man. Oh shit. Let's see. And then we Baneful Bunker here. This actually works for good low level mons, but yeah. It was interesting how everyone crapped on Nintendo for Pokemon's performance as if Nintendo doesn't put out great games. I think because the issue was that I hate how accomplished this game is considering how technically flawed it is. I think that's what bothers me more about it than anything else. I will always like the idea that the camera is just chilling here. Diglett, the fuck are you doing, buddy? You want to give me some space? What's up, Press Forward? How you doing? Hope you're well. Fuck you. Get in the ball, Avatar. You always make things difficult, and then you die slowly because you won't let me catch you and help you. It's funny to me that a Pokemon getting poisoned conceptually is fucked, because essentially what you're saying is, I'm gonna put you in a very compromising position, and your only two options are to die or join me. It's actually like the worst compromise you could ever make. I'm surprised you know Stomping Tantrum. I'm also low-key horrified you know Stomping Tantrum. Because if you were at a higher level and evolved, that would be my fucking life, sir. I'm gonna put you in a luxury ball. I want you to relax in the luxury ball, bro. I would like a Switch Pro. I would like a Switch Pro, and I'd probably buy a Switch Pro. But that's up to them to do. Why can't I move? Oh, that's why. That's right. This is my first time catching a Larvitar. Yay! Oh, the Dugtrio was actually still there. Did I never fight this trainer? I probably didn't. Oh, we'll finish this off with Tinkaton. This bitch fired me for my job. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Why? What was the reason? My baby is due, and I gotta get what? What did he say? My baby is due, now I gotta get serious? What the fuck? These are also the weirdest trainer designs I've had. You're under... Diglett? No. Diglett, you're gonna back up there, buddy? Diglett, please, bro. Why am I getting harassed in the back there? Can you give me some space? You know what? Fuck this. This fucker's at level 65. Oh no, that's me. I was so confused. The Hypno... Why is the Hypno health bar across the fucking screen? That's so weird. That was uncalled for, mind you. This is very uncalled for. I wish I had gotten a bit more serious. I know your baby's due and you're not getting serious at all, bro. I feel like I got jumped here. Oh no, that's not her. That's all you sliding, bitch. Also, her animations are probably the wonkiness because this hammer was not accounted for, like at all. Oh my goodness, but we're gonna call it. I'm chilling, but we're gonna call it. If I do any more plot stuff, I'm gonna do it off stream. But I want to give you guys kind of a stream and just talking about some stuff. Tomorrow, just keep in mind, tomorrow will be Xenoblade 3. Pretty much we're just doing Xenoblade until the end of the year because we finished Xenoblade 1 entirely. So now we're just doing Xenoblade 3. So look forward to that. And the majority of you say that Scarlet Violet has not improved since the patch. Oh no, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Press forward. I hope you're able to find something else soon. Problem is that the game should have never been released like this. The day one patch is fine, but not a mess. Oh, absolutely, I agree. But yeah, so tomorrow on Twitch we're doing more Xenoblade 3, and then I think Tyrone is streaming on Sunday. He'll have his Sunday stream. I don't have anything special planned off the top of my head, but if I'm going to try working on the server a little bit. So if you guys haven't joined the server, look forward to it because I'm gonna start making some changes. I think the problem is I'm going to have to start investing money in the server like you guys invest money into me, whether it's buying the merch, which obviously you can still get, or the donations or the subs or everything. I think that's what I'm going to do. Press 4, I got to go, man. You just caught me late. Just catch the stream. Just watch the repeat of the stream to get all my thoughts and opinions, bro. But thank you. I appreciate you being here. and I'm sorry about the job situation. But yeah, I will catch you later. I think Tyrone is still streaming on Twitch. Is he? I know, man. You had poor timing. It's not your fault. It's just bad luck. Is Tyrone still streaming? I forget. I know he said he was doing terror raids with the community. I just don't know if he's streaming currently. Let's go to Twitch. I just want to see. I think he is though, because it's only 11. No, he's not. All right, he finished. Lightning, shut the fuck up. But TSS is streaming, so go support my boy TSS on the Twitches. I don't even know if you can mention. Nah, I think about it. Can you mention Twitch on YouTube? Well, that's too late. I already did it. All my Pokemon are female? Absolutely. 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 Fem squad. Let's go. Also, some of them just need to be girls. Now, Annihilate doesn't. Celia's like pre-evolution is adorable, dog. That definitely needed to be female. Meowscarter definitely. The bird didn't need to be in Marini. I mean, Toxapex definitely. So I could have had a little bit more of a mix, but I didn't. So anyways, life's a game. Play to win. Thank you guys for watching and the support. I appreciate it. And now, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And you need to get the fuck out of here. And hang out with TSS who's telling you to get the fuck out of here. All right, everybody. I'm tired. Good night. Good night.